Good morning. It's Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2024, time 5:04 a.m. And I want to make people think because my mind is going off. And what you're looking at is a Google map of two great cities that exist today in real time. Undeniable proof that both of these great cities exist. And this great cities are Vatican City and the great city of Jerusalem. Holy See, U.S. relationship. The Holy See is the universal government of the Catholic Church and operates from Vatican City, state, a sovereign independent territory. The Pope is the ruler of both Vatican City, state, and the Holy See. The Holy See, as the supreme body of government of the Catholic Church, is a sovereign juridical entity under international law. This is the Anti-Defamation League. Jerusalem is Judaism's holiest city, and it's also holy to Christianity and Islam. The Jewish people are inextricably bound to the city of Jerusalem, and it has a dominant role in the history, politics, culture, religion, national life, and consciousness of Jewry and Judaism. From the time King David established the city as the capital of the Jewish state, circa 1000 BCE, and his son Solomon built the temple on the site where Abraham nearly sacrificed Isaac. It has served as a symbol and most profound expression of the Jewish people's identity as a nation. Revelation 17:9. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The seven heads are seven mountains on which the woman sitteth. Seven hills of Rome, group of hills on or about which the ancient city of Rome was built. Jeremiah 3:17. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahweh, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name Yahweh, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil hearts. We're talking about two great cities, Vatican City and Jerusalem, existing today on Valentine's Day, 2024. And they both adhere to some of the same scriptures. Vatican City is a great city, believes in the Holy Bible. Israel or Jerusalem is a great city. And Jerusalem, according to Jeremiah, is the throne of Yahweh. You take the natural in order to understand the spiritual. But just looking at this from a Google map, seeing two cities, two great cities, holding the hearts and minds of people in their grips. Two great cities. And this should give everybody, I mean, Where's this one scripture? Okay, it says here, Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And here is the mind which hath risen. The 7 heads are 7 mountains upon which the woman sitteth. 7 hills of Rome, group of hills on or about which the ancient city of Rome was built. This should give everybody Jerusalem is the throne of Yahweh, the Holy See, the universal government of the Catholic Church. And I wanted to show you this map here. In the Bible, Genesis 12:4 says, So Abraham departed as Yahweh had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. So this is Haran, right here where you see the red dot. And he crossed the Euphrates River. Let's see. Yeah. See, you can see he crossed the Euphrates River to get into Hebron. And why is Hebron important is because that's where Sarah was buried at. In Genesis 17:18, or well, that's where the promise was given. Genesis 23:2 says, and Sarah died in Kirchatharba. The same is Hebron and the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. So Israel is modern day Canaan's land, a type and shadow of heaven. And we have a great city in Canaan's land, Jerusalem, existing at the same time as the great city, Vatican. And they both represent the beliefs of mankind, religious beliefs of mankind, are tied to these two cities, and that's undeniable. Vatican City and Jerusalem, two great cities. And the Abrahamic promise is based upon this route of Abraham from Haran down into Canaan's land. So we could trace that. And we can see that there's a great city, two great cities existing at the same time, Jerusalem and Vatican City, the Holy See. This should give us all some time to pause and ask, what is going on here?